right, yeah, the next part of David and Bobo. Let's go.
Give me one more line from Springsteen there, Bobo.
She's from Jersey. She's a hot chick from Jersey, and she thinks it's still 1985. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I was just waiting for the whoa, whoa, whoa.
He's fantastic. Goddamn Bobo is gold.
We have some great improv here, though, by the way.
Yes.
Some great improv about to happen. Stalker Patty.
Oh, Stalker Patty.
Patty, where are you?
Patty. Well, I had to open the store. Right.
All right.
Let's get some
stupid
store
opening.
Improv.
Can we just
Morning.
Can we just throw rocks at her?
Hi, Patty.
Hi.
So, did you hear about Obama making the Special Olympics joke on the Tonight Show?
No, I was
course
at
you
a
didn't.
concert my friend took me to because he had an extra ticket.
What was the concert?
Fleetwood Mac.
Yuck.
Yeah, how'd you like that?
I loved it. It was the best concert I ever went to. And God bless Mick Fleetwood. He was on fire.
Well, doesn't sound like God's blessing him if he was on fire.
Yeah, really.
She makes it. She can't even make it sound like, wow, he was on fire.
Right.
She made it
No,
sound
I
like he
meant he was
literally
on
was on fire and
Yeah, she's gonna explain now, right, Patty? What do you mean
Oh,
by
you
that?
know what I mean.
Come on, Patty.
Yeah,
So what
come on.
happened?
What do you
What
mean?
happened?
What happened?
He was burning?
No, they were just so... They were better than a 20-year-old band, let me tell you. And they're all in their 60s. And I had to Google that because I didn't know they were that old.
Wow.
Yeah. I thought they were all close to my age.
No,
they're
no.
not.
Tell us all about how you found out their ages.
How
Did you
the fuck
Did you
can they
Google
be
in
close to
quotes
your
or
age?
no?
No, I just went home and I went on the
was
computer
kidding.
and did a
Oh, my
search
God.
just to
There
find
she goes.
more because I don't know a lot about them. but I
How
love
old is
their
Mick
music.
Fleetwood?
He's 62.
What would you do?
Wow.
What would you do with him in a hotel room?
I don't know. He's cute though. But I like the guy on the guitar. Oh God, what's his name again? He plays the lead guitar and used to go out with. Oh my God, I can't even think. I just
Hey.
woke up.
Hey, Bobo, what do you think
We're
of Patty talking about Fleetwood Mac?
She, I guess that's how old she is, that she remembers Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh my God. There it is.
There's the improv.
There's that improv.
This is the demographic I'm hoping to attract at some point.
Yeah.
I just hope I look like her when I'm her age. She's 61.
You look like her after she's been dead for 10 years.
Mission accomplished.
You think you?
She's
Who?
she's probably
Christine McVie or whatever her name is?
been one of their
No,
groupies.
What, Bobo?
She's probably old enough to have been one of their groupies.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I probably was.
Yeah, well,
Unfortunately,
of course you gotta comment on that.
I wasn't. I was a
Exists
big
conversation
groupie.
going on.
More great.
Who do you want to
improv.
look like? Stevie Nicks?
I think she's beautiful. She's gorgeous.
How old is she?
61.
Holy shit, Stevie Nicks is 61.
Yeah, she could real cougar. She'll be a real cougar.
Say it again. We didn't hear you.
If she had a younger guy, she would really be a cougar.
A what?
A cougar.
Okay, let's go for 5. You did,
Yeah. No, she's just attractive for her age. A lot of ladies that age are bent, stooped over in walkers,
all right,
and
listen.
she's jumping.
Danny wants to play Whose Line Is It Anyway with Patty
Oh, wow,
So
yeah.
gotta do Patty, Steve, Bobo,
and David.
and perhaps David.
You know
if I know
something?
people are sick of him, but
That is really good.
let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Whose line is it anyway? You
What
ever
we
watch that show,
By the way, I
Patty?
got a little thing about David.
Yeah, I remember that.
David, he's a Jew from Jersey, and he's an intern on the O&A show. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. I had to say that because David was from Jersey. So.
And he's a Jew. We got it.
All right.
Oh my God.
All right, we
He
get it.
has to do that another 10
He's
times
the
today.
greatest.
He's got to do Bruce for the
Oh,
rest of the day.
goddamn Bobo.
Whenever you want to do Bruce, Bobo, you just raise your hand and we're
Feel
going right
great.
to you. But make sure you got a good one, all right?
Oh,
When you figure out a good fucking Bruce thing, we go right to you, my friend. Okay. Whose line is it anyway? So what? We need props and stuff, right? In some scenarios?
yeah, we'll figure it out.
All right, we'll figure it out during the break. All right, listen, we got the Whose Line Is It Anyway bit ready to go. Really?
Yeah. Whenever you want.
Oh, you want to get right into this?
yeah,
or-
I really do. This is
Yeah?
This is gold.
So basically, we got Bobo,
Oh my God!
We
Can
got-
he just stand in front of every camera? I just moved it because his big giant back was in the way,
Yeah.
and he walked right as I was moving it to where I moved it.
I think we have 5 players.
We got 5 players.
5. We're gonna.
For whose line is it anyway?
We've got Bobo,
Okay.
Patty,
Okay.
intern David,
Okay.
Steve C.
What happened to the intern David Free Zone today?
Well, I mean, if we're gonna play whose line, and also E-Rock.
E-Rock, you're
E-Rock.
doing whose line is it anyway?
He said he wanted to. He
Yeah.
said he wanted to.
With his eye, he said he wanted to.
Fucking Sam sucks.
Sam is the biggest douche on the show. I will always say that.
No, he did say he said he wanted to perform today, so he's in that mode.
Sam fucking rolls.
Sam is the biggest douche on the show. I will always say that. That's not true, Anthony.
Rule.
But yeah, we got all our games and everything.
All right. How do we set this up? I don't really know. You guys
Just get them all in.
These guys are working hard behind the scenes to come up with some scenarios and stuff, right?
Yeah, we have a bunch of different games that we can go
By the
to.
way, props to Danny today coming up with the Whose Line Is It Anyway game.
Oh, of course.
King of the radio bit right here.
Danny's got him one after the other.
Bobo,
Bit, bit,
Is that your
bit.
idea?
wait, Anthony. Yeah, it was Anthony. We got Bobo. Bobo, you got another Springsteen
Bobo.
line for us, just to warm the crowd. Hold on. Start over. Go ahead.
All right, Mike. He's a mechanic. He gets stuck underneath the car because he's a hard-working mechanic, but he probably can't fit under the car. Wah, wah, wah.
Oh my God.
He does. I thought the boss was here in the
yeah.
studio.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's Bobo Springsteen,
uncanny.
everyone. Bobo Springsteen.
Bobo Bowls a 131.
By the way, did David hear the one I did about him?
We're not him.
Yeah, David. By the way, Bobo, we were just talking about Ron and Fez. East Side Dave, a little known fact, he lives in Jersey.
Eastside Dave. He lives in Jersey. He's got a kid, and he's expecting a boy, which I'm not sure what he named him yet. But I do know he walks around, loves to stick stuff up his ass and dress like a clown, and he's dead drunk.
Bobo Springsteen, everyone. Bobo Springsteen.
That's awesome.
Bobo Springsteen.
I love
What
Bobo.
about
Just when you think you-
E-Rock's from Jersey, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
right.
hold on. E-Rock lives in Hoboken. Yes.
Right, yeah, you're originally from Jersey, right?
Well,
Who are you looking
Hoboken is in Jersey. That's what I was getting at. So
All right.
maybe you work in the word Hoboken. I
Where's
don't know.
E-Rock?
He's from Hoboken, New Jersey. He eats a banana puss for breakfast, and then for lunch he eats a garlic butter saw, and he goes on a cruise. He eats a lot, and he's got diamond status. Wah, wah, wah.
diamonds.
What does that even mean?
Wait a minute. You know what? I forgot. Our own little Jimmy Norton's from Jersey. Bobo.
I grew up there.
Brunswick, East Brunswick, East. North
Oh, yeah, that's right, I
North Brunswick.
forgot.
I'm sorry, North
The
Brunswick.
Jimmy Norton, he's from Jersey. He does good comedy, and he wrote 2 best-selling books, and he also was on Lucky Louie, and he's got a brief cameo in Spider-Man, and he loves porn. Wah, wah, wah.
I love as opposed to a long cameo.
Cameo.
Wait, is someone else in the room from Jersey? I'm looking around.
I believe we have a club,
Soda,
owner.
Club Soda
Club Soda
Kenny.
Kenny's from Jersey.
Vinny, he owns the hottest
Vinny.
comedy club in New Jersey. It's not far from the train station.
That's all you get, Vinny.
My life is very short.
It's not far from the train.
And he sounds like Yoda.
Anyone else from Jersey? I'm looking around. Club Soda Kenny's from Jersey.
Yeah,
That's
Club
right.
Soda
Yeah,
Kenny.
where's that pea-headed fool?
Dinosaur Brain himself is from Jersey.
Yeah.
That's right. Old fucking
Oh,
no
fuck.
conditioner hair.
There he is. Club Soda Kenny's
Thank
from
you, Dave.
Jersey, Bobo.
Club Soda Kenny. He's tall. He's from New Jersey. He drives down the turnpike. He used to be a cop, and he'll drive down the turnpike. He knocks on the door and picks up Opie and drives him to the studio. Oh, wah, wah, wah.
All right, David.
And then Kenny just like shuts the door and leaves like, what the fuck did I come in for?
Wait, is Steve C from Jersey?
Yes, he is.
So. We got a lot of
Steve
Jersey
C,
people.
he's from Jersey. He used to be in a band called Foundry. And he used to be so big he could only wear women's clothing. And he's got one hit called Pendulum. But everything the video he puts has the Foundry logo on it. And if O&A did a movie, they would have the Foundry logo would take up half the big screen.
Boy pays attention.
Oh, God. Anyone else from Jersey? I'm looking around. Travis, are you from Jersey?
Oh, wow.
Our own Travis is from Jersey.
What the fuck is going on with this place?
Travis, he loves 24, and he also has 2 pets, a dog named Dexter and a turtle named Jack Bauer, and his wife loves the Montreal Canadiens.
Wow, he knows about you.
That's right.
I could not even tell you your goddamn stupid turtle's name.
Sam,
Of course it is.
Sam, you drove through Jersey once, didn't you?
Yeah, well, no, in fact,
Oh, my God.
I did drive
Sam
to
has
Jersey.
driven through Jersey, Bobo.
Sam, he's driven down through the New Jersey Turnpike, but his afro is so big that he can only drive a convertible because he can't see in any other car. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
All right. And scene.
Yeah.
You got to know when to say and scene.
Yeah,
By the way,
that was about a half hour ago.
it's kind of weird that we got Bobo Springsteen here because we got a New Jersey story, Bobo, that I'm about to play before we do
wow.
Whose Line Is It Anyway. It's a big story out of Jersey. They want to ban Brazilian waxes.
Why?
Yes, big story.
What
Why?
the fuck?
Bobo, you know
They
what?
want to ban Brazilian waxes,
Jesus.
but the thing is, Wendy, she needs to have her Brazilian waxes, and sometimes she gets so tired that she can't drive across the turnpike. She's upset. Oh,
Oh, God.
Do you know what a Brazilian wax is? Bobo Springsteen.
yeah, I know. That's where you remove the hair from the snatch.
There you go.
I'm only in favor of this story if they're making it mandatory. We have to laser those awful pussies until it's fucking bald and sparkling brand new.
Really?
Sparkling brand new.
All right, let's listen. It's a quickie.
right.
And then we're going to get into Whose Line Is It Anyway with these guys.
Waxing. Some get the hair removed just around the area exposed by their bikinis, thus called a bikini wax. Then there are others. They go all the way, just like the day they were born, the so-called Brazilian wax. Well, the state of New Jersey calls it genital waxing, which is not really on the regulatory books anyway, and wants it banned.
I don't think it's fair.
Outrage from esthetician Monique Nowicka, who has been giving the full waxing for years.
For the past 3 years, we've been doing about 40 Brazilians in the summertime a week, and we never had any complaints.
Why do they want to ban it?
Because they're ripping the genitals to shreds.
I think
every once in a while, a pussy lip gets caught and they do a little damage.
Who cares?
Is there more to that story?
Yes. Yeah, there is.
I really want to know what their problem is.
Well, you asked, and I'm guessing.
Yes.
I'm guessing like
All
a little,
That's right.
a little lip gets,
A little lip,
gets pulled a little too hard or something.
There were complaints, not from here. The State Board of Cosmetology and Hairstyling reports 2 consumers injured in their genital areas, requiring medical attention. Bikini waxes will be allowed. Coming up in mid-April, a hearing on Brazilians.
People are going to go for Brazilian wax, whether it's banned or not, they're going to find a way to get it done. They're going to go to someplace that's unsanitary and probably cause more infections.
Now that really hurts.
There's too much going on. There's a guy on line 4. Steve, stay there. And he's from Jersey, by the way.
Of course he is.
I didn't even hear the second part of that story because of what I'm reading. What was just
Apparently somebody
said?
was very injured.
Very injured?
Yeah,
what
someone's
happened,
clip
Sam?
came off.
Basically? Okay.
Someone hurt their vagina, and then some girl said that if they ban Brazilian waxes, I'm getting one anyway.
Really?
Yeah.
So, wow, she's
They'll
a
just
little
be
brave.
being done in the alleyways next to the abortions. They'll be in there.
Back alleys.
Get this baby out of me and clean me up while you're down there.
What happened to the clit? Was it like when you dive in a pool and you miscalculate and you rub your nose on the bottom and you come up with a nice scrape?
They didn't exactly say. They just had an injury in the genital area.
A stubbed toe.
It looked like they had a razzle on the fucking.
David, we thought we were done with you. We're gonna do the peace offering with Ronnie today because we love you and we got you, to have you on the team, and Ronnie's got to be on the team with this whole thing.
Don't worry.
So the peace offering is a cigar, and what did we say? The veggie sub.
Veggie Delight from Subway.
All right, Steve, because we really want this to work. Steve from Jersey's got a final suggestion.
Okay.
To bring this whole thing together. Steve, go ahead.
What's up, boys? How you doing?
Hey.
Hey, one final suggestion for David. We all know that Ronnie B is a fan of spectacular big entrances.
Yes.
And I don't think that David could do anything better but show up blowing an air horn before he has his peace offering for Ronnie B.
Do we have an air horn?
Ronnie loves, like, you ever hear with the cowbell? You ever hear Ronnie with his cowbell?
Yes,
and
I've
stuff?
heard it a couple times. Yeah.
He likes the big noises, the big sound effects. He's one of those old school radio guys.
Okay.
And he likes that kind of sound. I think if we got one of those air horns that they use at the ball games,
absolutely,
and that would keep him from yelling enough to keep you out.
Right.
So blow the air horn and go peace offering, peace offering, peace offering.
And blowing the air horn at the same time. Because he's going to have an initial reaction when he sees you. We all know that.
Yeah, don't get scared.
So you got the air horn and go, whoa, hey, look, air horn,
But that's just
peace
it.
offering.
Distractions.
Right.
Distract him with things he likes. The sandwich,
Right.
the cigars, the air
he's a
horn.
crocodile.
These are all things Ronnie
The exact
appreciates
second
on
he
the
sees
show.
me, he's going to be upset.
But
That's
then you
why
go,
they got the air horn.
Yeah, that's when the air
peace
horn.
offering, peace offering.
And you're holding the
okay.
peace offering in one hand.
and
the
blowing the air horn. Peace offering, peace offering.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Very good
okay.
suggestion. Bobo, that was Steve from Jersey with a very good suggestion for the peace offering bit we're going to do with Ronnie from Ron and Fez.
Steve thought of a good peace offering using the blow horn. Maybe it'll work because he's from Jersey.
Welcome back to the.
If he wants good cigars, my grandmother goes to Dominican Republic.
And
I'll tell her to.
and she brings them
I
back in
think
her
she's there right now. Tell her to bring back some good cigars.
Thanks, David.
Unclipped gentleman, give her a cigar.
Yeah. And then they take them back out so she never has any.
Wow, that's good to know there, Bobo.
All right, let's get these guys out
His
of here.
grandmother's got a bunch of cigars in her box, like that guy in Guinness with the cigarettes in his mouth.
All right, so David, Jesus.
Thank you, David.
Yeah, right on.
Try it, man.
Why don't
Thank
we,
you, yeah.
why don't we try this Whose Line Is It Anyway? Speaking of entertainment and comedy and bombing.
I do want this young man to see a pair of tits at one point.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Absolutely.
I do want to.
Who doesn't?
Here come the stars of Whose Line Is It Anyway?
yeah.
O&A style.
Coming into the studio.
Bobo.
Just know the comedy.
You might know Bobo as Bobo Springsteen and the star of the David and Bobo show. Sorry, David. With that said, we got David walking into the studio. We got Stalker Patty walking into the studio, who's wonderful at improv. She's the best.
Yeah, she. I defy you to find somebody better at improv than Patty.
Second to none,
Quick.
actually.
She's quick-witted.
As far as this gang goes. And then you got E-Rock, who has grapefruit juice in his eye. Is it all red, E-Rock?
No, I think it's all right now.
You're all right now? All right, we'll do the other eye in a little bit. I'm
really
obsessed with doing
stung.
the other eye.
You got to do a double. That would be the best.
You got it.
Oh.
And then Steve C., who's a wonderful improv
Yes.
Absolutely.
guy. Yeah. All right. And
well, we got our games here.
okay.
The first game is called Party Game.
Right.
Now, Opie, this one, each player takes on a role. Mm-hmm. One player, in particular, is the party host.
Okay.
So we have to designate one of them as the party host. They're at a party. The players come in one at a time. You'll hear a doorbell ring.
Okay.
And then the host answers the imaginary door because it is improv. You got a theater of the mind.
Sure.
Answers the doorbell. The players can't say who or what they are or describe their profession or anything. but somehow they must convey who they are to the party host, and the party host must then guess the role that the players are taking on, one at a time, of course.
Bobo's
phone?
His Mets song phone is...
He's got meat. Hello?
It's one of those stupid telemarketers again.
Yeah.
What was your ringtone?
What is it?
I think it's Meet the Mets.
Yeah, exactly. It was one of those stupid telemarketers. I do it.
Of course, it's a Met song. But yeah, this Whose Line Is It Anyway? I remember this. It must have been reruns because it looked old even back then. But they used to. I can't remember what the channel was. There used to be a channel on digital, and the digital channels, and it was like basically just American TV shows, Home Improvements, 8 Simple Rules. Whose Line Is It Anyway was on in a day. I'm sure there's a UK Whose Line Is It Anyway as well. But I remember the what's the guy, the tall guy? Yeah, that's where I know that from. I actually used to love it though when I was little. I used to love Whose Line Is It Anyway. But this is going to be a great episode of Whose Line Is It Anyway with with E-Rock and Steve C. But yeah, that's this part. Sweet.